please silence any electronic devices. The event will start shortly.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the University of Dubuque's Heritage Center and Butler Hall for tonight's 2026 University of Dubuque Athletic Department Sparty Awards. The student athletes are ready. The coaches are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Sparties. The 2026 Sparties start now. Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Scott Swartz, and I will serve as your MC for tonight's festivities. And to kick off tonight's award show, I'd like to invite Dr. Liza Johnson to recognize our Went Character Scholar athletes, the Went Character Athlete of the Sport Awards, and the Went Character Athlete of the Year Awards.
What an amazing group. Let's give yourself a round of applause. Woo, Spartans! Welcome, good evening. My name is Liza Johnson, and I have the privilege of serving as director of the Wen Center for Character and Leadership here at the University of Dubuque. The Wen Center is dedicated to cultivating character and shaping lives of purpose across UD through undergrad courses like Worldview and Personal Empowerment, signature events such as the Character Lecture Series each fall and spring, and opportunities including the Went Character Scholars and Ambassador Program, as well as the Pathways to Purpose program. I would first like to recognize our incredible Went Character Scholars and Ambassadors. It has been both a privilege and an inspiration to work with this outstanding group of students each Monday evening throughout the fall and spring semester. Week after week, they continue to grow as leaders of character, demonstrating dedication, integrity, and purpose. Together, they have contributed more than 1,500 hours of service to our community, making a meaningful and lasting impact through their commitment and hard work. We are truly grateful for what they've done for our community and UD. What I'd like to do is, if you are a Went Character and Scholar Ambassador, please stand so we can celebrate you. So please stand in this moment. Let's give them a round of applause for being Went Character Scholar Ambassador. Congratulations again. Next, I'd like to present the Went Character Athlete Award, which is presented to one male and one female athlete for each sport. These people are recognized to demonstrate strong character and leadership, and each recipient have been nominated by their head coaches. At this time, we invite all Character Athlete Award recipients to please stand so we can recognize and celebrate your achievements. Go ahead and stand up, please, so we can recognize you. Congratulations, and please make sure we have a plaque for you at the end of the night to come up on stage and grab that. Congratulations again. Lastly, I would like to recognize the Went Character Athlete of the Year, one female and one male selected from all recipients as a top representative of character and leadership in our UD athletic program. These athletes were nominated by our athletic director, Nelson Edmonds. At this time, I invite our Went Character Athletes of the Year, Shay Reisel and Nick Hubbard, to please join me on stage. As they're coming to stage, I do have things to say about them as their coach has shared the lovely things about them. First, I'd like to share Shay Reisel, a member of the UD wrestling team. Her coach shares that Shay has excelled on the wrestling mat as a 3-time national qualifier and All-American, dedicating countless hours to achieving her goals. What stands out even more is her commitment to personal growth. She actively participates in daily devotion and brings meaningful insight to discussions. Shay also plays a vital role in recruiting, welcoming prospective athletes into her home and making them feel a true sense of belonging. Let's give Shay a round of applause. Next is Nick Hubbard. Nick Hubbard, a member of UD's men's soccer team. His coach shares that Nick leads by example and demonstrates a deep commitment to his community through his involvement in multiple student organizations, as well as his dedication to men's soccer team. He truly embodies what it means to be a UD Spartan and is so well deserving of this honor. Let's give Nick a round of applause. Congratulations to all the Went Character Award recipients. Thank you and have a great night.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. Spartans, please help me welcome our next 2 presenters of the night. To recognize our Spartan Academic Achievement Award winners and our male and female Scholar Athletes of the Year, Dr. Jonathan Bars and Ms. Sheila Sabers.
I'd first like to recognize all the Spartan student athletes who won the Spartan Academic Achievement Award. This goes to seniors who have carried a cumulative 3.25 GPA and contributed in their sports. Would you all please stand at this time and receive our recognition?
We also like to recognize 4 female athletes, scholars. They are Ashley Glennon from volleyball and track and field, majoring in sports marketing management with a GPA of 4.0. Alexa Procoro with women's cross country, majoring in physical education and teaching, 4.0. Caitlin Powell, women's basketball and softball, majoring in physical education and teaching, 4.0. And Amy Thielen, women's soccer, majoring in accounting and economics, 4.0. Please come on up and reclaim your award.
And the recipient of the Male Scholar Athlete of the Year Award is Jaden Pierce from Cheer. Jaden has a 3.98 GPA in Human Health Sciences.
Congratulations to all of our Scholar Athlete Award winners. Next, please help me welcome to the stage Head Strength and Conditioning Coach Sydney Cole and Assistant Strength and Conditioning Coach Colin Seymour to present the Iron Spartans Award.
The Iron Spartans Award isn't for everyone. It's for those that show up and set the standard every day.
Each month, 2 females and 2 males earn this honor based on commitment, effort, discipline, progress, and leadership.
No unexcused missed lifts, no shortcuts, just consistent work and doing things the right way.
These are the athletes who push themselves and elevate everyone around them.
You don't get this award by chance.
You earn it every day.
These are your Iron Spartans.
From September, Alexis Kammerer, Riley Trudeau, Blake Heffron, and Day Flentroy. You guys can come up too. From October, Virginia Speltz, Molly Jex, Mike Westbrooks, and Anthony Carney. From November, Taylor Beshen, Delaney Winkle, Jake Williams, and Justin Matson. From December, Josh Seneca, Kale Roth, Christina Simonetti, and Natalie Meter. From January, Natalie Post, Shay Reisel, Grady Thompson, and Dazza Mitchell. From February, Caitlin Powell, Kaylee Peterson, Will Sullivan, and Dakota Hoffman. From March, Jaden Hardison, Chloe Reiser, Gavin Murray, and John Dobby. And then we're going to do April a little early. For April, Alex Esser, Chris Wilson, Nina Tomko, and Nyla Anders.
Congratulations to all our Iron Spartans. Here to present the Flair Master of the Year Award, please welcome to the stage Student Athlete Advisory Committee members Nick Hubbard from men's soccer and Taylor Martin from women's basketball and women's track and field.
All right, everybody. My name is Nick Hubbard. I'm the president of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee.
And my name is Taylor Martin, and I am the vice president of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee.
And today we're here tonight to present the Flair Master of the Year Award.
But before we get into the winner, we want to thank Hannah for all of the work and time she has spent creating a great Media Day experience for all of us.
All right, our nominees are Faith Hayes, women's track and field.
Kayla Ponting from softball.
Caden Miller and Braden Troger, men's track and field.
And Mackenzie Rader from women's cross country.
And the Sparty of the Year for Flair Master of the Year goes to
Kayla Ponting from softball.
Congratulations, Kayla. Next up to present our Female and Male Newcomer of the Year Awards, we have two newcomers to UD themselves. First-year head women's basketball coach, Madeline Jensen, as well as first-year head men's lacrosse coach, TJ Thomas.
Hello, everyone. That's a little loud. Sorry about that. My name's TJ Thomas. I'm a new head men's lacrosse coach.
My name is Madeline Jansen, and I am the head women's basketball coach. As first-year coaches, we know stepping into something new isn't easy. There are new expectations, new challenges, and a lot to prove. But that's what makes this award so special. It recognizes those who didn't just show up, they made an immediate impact. Starting with the Female Newcomer of the Year, our nominees are Kaylee Peterson, women's track and field, Marin Yates, women's wrestling, Natalie Meter, women's hockey, And Sarah Thompson, women's soccer. I love the enthusiasm. And the Sparty Award for the Female Newcomer of the Year goes to Kaylee Peterson, women's track and field.
Kaylee Peterson set the UD indoor school record in the pole vault 6 times over 2 meets, breaking the previous record by more than a foot. In her first season, Peterson was the indoor conference pole vault champion and earned United States Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association second team All-American honors after her 10th place finish at the NCAA Indoor Championships.
I think she handled the transition into the collegiate program really well. I think kind of the biggest difference coming in is, the training intensity as well as just the overall length of the season. She kind of dealt with some nagging injuries off the start, but she stayed really diligent with the trainers and getting in the weight room. And above all, I think she became a lot more technically sound throughout the year. She's got this really unique ability to apply cues super quickly in the pole vault, which is really hard because everything happens within the blink of an eye. And yeah, we're really excited to see where she can go from here.
And now for the Male Newcomer of the Year. Our nominees are Andon Coles from men's hockey, Colton Weiler from men's wrestling, Ethan Henderson from men's basketball, and Luke Harwick from men's golf. And the Sparty Award for Male Newcomer of the Year goes to Luke Harwick, men's golf.
Luke Harwick was named Division III Ping All-Region as well as ARC Rookie of the Year honors after tying for 5th place in the 2025 ARC Men's Golf Championships. In his first season, Harwick won 3 individual tournament titles and was named ARC Men's Golfer of the Week twice.
First of all, congratulations to Luke. Luke has worked extremely hard on his craft and his game. Luke literally, no joke, probably practices 4 hours a day every day. So when you put the time into that, to that point, yeah, being newcomer of the year is going to probably be very attainable for him. And the other part of it, he's just super talented.
Congratulations to Kaylee and Luke. Next to present award of thanks is head track and field coach Jake Malm and head softball coach Kristen DeRoss.
Good evening. Coach and I are here to take a moment to recognize a group of people who don't always get the spotlight but make everything we do possible.
Our facilities and maintenance staff work behind the scenes every single day, preparing fields, maintaining equipment, and making sure our athletes have a safe and great place to compete.
From early mornings to late nights, their dedication never goes unnoticed by those of us who rely on it the most.
Because of their hard work, our teams can focus on performing at our best. We are truly grateful for everything they do.
On behalf of all of our athletes and coaches, thank you to your commitment, effort, and pride in our programs.
All right, so the award of thanks goes to Craig Cloft and Facilities and Maintenance.
The facilities and maintenance go above and beyond. They really put their heart and soul into their work. They always have a smile on their face and just give everything they can.
Just want to give great thanks to our facilities crew that we have, through our recruiting efforts that we've done, the thanks and appreciation that we get from students and their families when they come out to campus. I think speaks volumes to what our facilities crew has done for our campus, just to make it look as amazing as it does. So without y'all, we wouldn't have the positive feedback and student athletes coming into our program because of that.
We are blessed with the people that work here. Randy takes incredible care of Stoltz for us. There's a few other people as well, but we see him most, and he just always has a smile on his face, is always going the extra mile to take care of things.
Our maintenance staff keeps our facilities in top notch. When you walk around campus, it just seems warm and welcome and taken care of. You see the pride that they take to make sure that things look good. I couldn't ask for better maintenance staff.
I think the biggest thing is that there's always a yes for them. And so if something needs to get done that's going to benefit the athletic department or our student athletes' opportunities to engage and be successful, they're going to find a way to make that happen.
Our maintenance staff, Randy, who's in our building, he is the best. And when I say the best, I mean that. You walk through Stoltz on all three levels, the place is immaculate. Number one, thanks to maintenance, but really especially thank you, Randy, for making this place great.
As a former student athlete, I didn't always realize how much goes into the upkeep and the setup of the facilities, and now being on the other side of things, that's one area that I realized this year, the countless hours and all the dedication that all of you put in. So I just want to say thank you from the entire department for everything you guys do.
One more round of thanks for Craig and the Facilities and Maintenance Department. Here to present our Community Champion Award is head football coach Ryan Myuri and his daughters Charlie and Penelope.
All right, we're up here to introduce the Community Champion Award, but first I want to introduce my children to you. We'll go in chronological order. Charlie, come on through.
Charlie. Nelly.
Hey, when you look out in the crowd, what do you think? Say, do it. Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia.
Yeah. All right. You gonna talk? We're having technical difficulties up here. This is Mickey D, by the way. All right. All right. The Community Champion Award is given to an individual or team that has made significant contributions to the community through their collective time, actions, and efforts. All right. Our nominees for the Community Champion Award are the University of Dubuque baseball team, Chloe Breitbach, women's soccer. Nice. Chris Felipe, men's lacrosse. The University of Dubuque men's hockey team. And Nick Hubbard, men's soccer. And the winner of the Community Champion Award is
Men's hockey.
Over the past year, the University of Dubuque men's hockey team volunteered more than 200 hours with Little Blackhawks and Little Saints, teaching them how to play hockey through the Dubuque Youth Hockey Association. The team also helped run the Try Hockey for Free Day to help grow the game of hockey in the eastern Iowa area. Ladies and gentlemen, the University of Dubuque men's hockey program.
When it comes to the community, obviously giving back, it takes commitment, but it's also a part of the university's mission with regards to stewardship, hard work, dedication. Those are the type of things that we instill in our players, and giving back to the community is very important. And ultimately being one of the teams that plays downtown, it's important to give back. When you're volunteering in the community and giving back, it's easy because it's hockey, right? And you're teaching kids to skate, tying up skates, and putting on gear and helping the children in the community learn what hockey is. And I think the guys have a lot of fun with giving back downtown and, you know, obviously providing a good experience for those children that are learning the game of hockey. So we're proud of them, but it's really what they love to do, and that's play hockey.
Here to present the Female and Male Breakout Student Athletes of the Year Award is head women's hockey coach Erin Connolly and head cross-country coach Rich Mileniak.
Hi, everybody. My name is Erin Connolly. I'm the head women's hockey coach.
That'd make me Rich Mileniak, the head cross-country coach.
So starting with the Female Breakout Student Athlete of the Year, here are your nominees. Alyssa Tranquita, women's soccer. Ashley Glennon, volleyball. Lauren Jacobs, softball. And Peyton Morton, women's golf. And the Sparty Award for Female Breakout Student Athlete of the Year goes to Ashley Glennon, women's volleyball.
Ashley Glennon went from her junior season where she was a small role player in 2025 to a starting sixth rotation impact player who became an AVCA honorable mention All-American and helped lead the Spartans to another round of 32 appearance in the NCAA tournament, averaging 2.44 kills per set, 3.41 digs per set, and 40 total blocks.
Ashley works extremely hard, and the culmination of her hard work from the last 4 years, I think, is what really led to her success this year. Just really somebody who's bought into the process, has a lot of fun while she does it, and makes the people around her better. She stepped up into a bigger role this year and thrived in the role and just provided a lot of leadership and steady backcourt ability, as well as her front court was really impressive.
All right, and now for the Male Breakout Student Athlete of the Year Award. Your nominees are Ethan Smith, men's lacrosse. Grady Thompson, men's basketball. And John Dobby, men's golf. And the Sparty Award goes to John Dobby, men's golf.
John Dobby was the runner-up at the 2025 ARC Men's Golf Championships and had a scoring average of 77.3 for the season, improving by 3 strokes from his freshman season. Dobby went from never playing in the Spartans' top 5 to being one of the best golfers in the American Rivers Conference.
You know, the biggest change I've seen in John's game is just from a mental standpoint. He is totally committed and believes in what he's doing. I think that's probably a tribute to him to have the type of season he has had. You know, early in his career, I think he'd tell you too, he let his emotions get to him a little bit. Now he's you know, rock solid, and that's why John is where he's at today.
Congratulations to Ashley and John. Here to present an award of thanks are head women's volleyball coach Kara Davis and head strength and conditioning coach Sydney Cole.
Let's start with the truth. Athletes are terrible patients.
Absolutely. I'm good is usually followed by a limp or a wince.
Our athletic trainers don't just treat injuries.
They translate nonsense into actual medical information.
Like when an athlete says, "It just started hurting today."
And then casually mentions it started bothering them during preseason.
And now we've made it even easier to get treatment.
All you have to do is scan the QR code.
Simple, right?
Apparently not. Scanning a QR code might be the toughest thing we ask them all year.
And let's not forget,
somehow the athletic trainers are always the last to know about a practice change.
Meanwhile, they're juggling rehab, treatments, injury evals,
and reminding grown adults to drink water.
At this point, they're part athletic trainer,
part detective,
and part miracle worker.
All jokes aside, we truly couldn't do this without them.
Let's give it up for our athletic training staff and welcome them to the stage, the real MVPs.
They take such incredible care of our athletes. We're so lucky to have every single athletic trainer that we have. We work mostly with Aaron, and he just always brings a great attitude, positive energy, and just like a genuine level of care for each and every player and staff member on the team that makes such an impact on our program, and we're so lucky to have him.
First of all, to our ATs, just thank you. I had a brother that was an AT, and I know the demands that you guys have on yourselves every day. You guys are stretched very thin, and I can't thank you enough. I think the biggest thing that I hear back from our players is just that you guys care. Not only are you caring for them and trying to get them healthy, but you actually ask them about their day. How's the season going? Things like that, I think, are little things that you guys do that just is tremendous. So thank you from the men and women's golf programs.
Our AT staff is a part of our staff. They're the ones that put you back together. They're the ones that go above and beyond. They're the ones that will come in early in the morning, stay late at night to make sure you guys get the treatment and stay on the field as long as you can. We couldn't do it without the entire staff. Shout out, Amelia. You're awesome.
The athletic training staff goes above and beyond by giving individualized programs, helping students when they're down, picking them up, or encouraging them to keep going, and they just really put their whole lives on pause for the student athletes and for them to be successful. They really are the core of our athletic department.
I recently had a career-ending injury, and due to that, the training staff has allowed me to still be incorporated within the football staff or the football program, with helping me going through outside sources to be able to get cleared, to make sure that I'm doing everything right, and then going through them, doing all their rehab, doing the correct processes to be able to be with everybody again. Thank you, training staff. We don't really say it enough, and I think we should say it more, but we could not thank you guys enough for what you do and all the hard work. Really appreciate you and love you guys.
Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you!
One more round of applause for our athletic training staff. Here to present our next award for Best Action Shot, football graduate assistant Wes Spitzmiller and assistant athletic trainer Aaron Dubuque.
What up, big dog?
Hello, everyone. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you. I'm blessed to be officially unbanned and allowed to speak at the Sparties again.
I'm blessed to be here for the first time. Been begging for 3 years, and it's my biggest wish to be here. So happy to be here. Let's say along this band last, Wes.
Yeah. For those who don't know me, my name is Wes Spitzmiller. I'm an assistant football coach.
And I'm Aaron Dvorak, also known as Diva, 4 Chains, Brad, Chad, Kyle, all of the above, assistant athletic trainer, and today we've been asked together to present one of the most electric awards of the night.
The Best Action Shot Award.
But before we do, we got the biggest moments. We figured we'd take a look at a few that didn't quite make the highlight reel, and tonight's first nominee is none other than the one and only Shamo Gregory! Beauties can fall too. Gretzky fell plenty of times, ain't that right, Shamo? Next up for our second nominee, Kara Davis!
Hey, big dog. Hey, big dog, you're not getting off so easily, man. This one's actually from you, from Greece.
Oh, that's a bad jump. Garish, I could use your help, please. Still recovering from that one.
All right, let's get to the real nominees for the Best Action Shot Award.
First nominee we have is Etwood Williams and K-John Irby, football. Next up, we have Malia Tetral, women's hockey. After that, we have Matt Downey, men's hockey. And last but not least, Zane Pinnell, men's wrestling.
And the winner of the Best Action Shot is Zane Pinnell, men's wrestling.
Congratulations, Zane. Here to present the Sparty for Moment of the Year, head tennis coach Chad Fenwick and assistant track and field coach Evan Garish.
Hello, everyone. There were a bunch of exciting moments over the last year here at UD. Here are the nominees for the Moment of the Year.
Jaden Hardison, women's track and field.
Megan Cooley, volleyball.
Otis Patterson, men's track and field.
The University of Dubuque women's soccer team.
And the Moment of the Year goes to the University of Dubuque women's soccer team.
The University of Dubuque women's soccer team had a historic 2-1 victory over then number 15 nationally ranked Loras College Duhawks. The win marked the first win over the Duhawks since 2014 and snapped the Duhawks' 48-game conference regular season and conference tournament unbeaten streak. A quick response goal just 1 minute and 35 seconds after Loras scored the equalizer, paired with a crucial late save, sealed the monumental win that shifted the conference title race and showcased the Spartans' resilience on the biggest stage.
I think every team in this room has a team they want to beat during the season real bad that you have to overcome. You have to get by that team to have a chance to achieve greatness. This was one of those moments where we had to knock off a giant from across the street. We've been working hard for the last couple of years to close that gap, and this year was super confident. In 90 minutes, we played hard, and were able to get the great result. joy, excitement. I think when you've worked so hard for something and knocked on the door for so long, that just pours out when it's finally accomplished, and definitely something that we want to establish as a standard and keep moving. But like we told the girls, job wasn't done. We had 2 more games to win after that, and wanted to win that conference championship, which we did.
All right, I told you, right? You play your game.
Congratulations to the women's soccer team. Here to present the Spartan Strong Award, head athletic trainer Vince Kloppenstein and assistant football coach Jordan Edwards.
All right, the Spartan Strong Award is more than just a recognition. It is a celebration of who we are at our core. This award honors a member of the UD community who truly exemplifies the spirit of a Spartan, resilient in the face of adversity and committed to growth in all aspects of their life.
When faced with adversity, Spartans don't break, they respond. They grow stronger, more focused, and more determined, understanding that challenges are not obstacles but opportunities to reveal their character.
To be Spartan strong means leading with more than strength. It means leading with integrity, compassion, and accountability.
This award recognizes an individual who lives out these values every day, someone who inspires those around them, uplifts the UD community, and sets the standards for what it truly means to be a Spartan. They just don't wear the name, they define it.
Tonight, as we unveil the Spartan Strong Award, we celebrate more than achievement. We celebrate character, because being a true UD Spartan isn't just about what you accomplish, it's about how you lead, how you serve the UD mission, and the purpose you carry as you leave a lasting impact on everyone around you. This year's winner of the Spartan Strong Award goes to
Blake Heffron.
I mean, before Blake's injury, he was already the heartbeat of our team, we felt like. And, you know, to be able to go through that and still come back and be virtually the same person is just a testament, one, to him and his upbringing, but also like to our culture and our program. And our guys just fed off that and bonded together even stronger with his resiliency. One, courage to come back. You know, I think a lot of people, it'd be really easy to go through the injury that he went through and just stay down and, you know, kind of fold their hand. And he chose to come back and have the courage to do that. But also his resiliency. I mean, he's tough as nails. And, you know, to go through, again, like an injury that, you know, is really catastrophic, to keep coming back. And, you know, his first question that he asked was if we won the game. You know, I think it's just, again, like who he is, how he's wired. It's been profound. You know, as a parent first, you know, I look at all these guys as my children, and, you know, to see one of my sons going through that, it was heartbreaking, you know, to know that things were going to change for him in terms of his ability to play the game, something that he loves to do, but also in his career as a, you know, future pilot. And, you know, it just broke my heart, but to see how he responded, like, gave me confidence and belief, like, hey, I should be doing the same thing. Like, why am I feeling sorry for him if he doesn't feel sorry for himself? Like, so it was empowering and encouraged me to give him more encouragement and keep pushing him forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Spartan Strong Award winner, Blake Heffron. Congratulations, Blake. Here to present the Team Record-Breaking Performance Award, head men's hockey coach Seamus Gregory and head men's soccer coach Andrew Mathis.
Hi everybody, hope everybody's having a nice evening. Seamus Gregory, head men's hockey coach.
Andrew Mathis, head men's soccer coach.
We're here to present the Team Record-Breaking Performance of the Year Award. And before I get going on that, the success that UD Athletics has on a new program, obviously like men's hockey, we're blessed to be involved with a program that has so much success as the University of Dubuque. And I know I speak for Andrew when I say that. So congratulations to all Spartans and all programs this season. Now with the nominees.
The cheer team.
Second nominee is men's lacrosse.
The third nominee is men's golf.
And the fourth nominee is women's volleyball.
And last, women's hockey.
And the Team Record-Breaking Performance of the Year award goes to cheer.
The University of Dubuque cheer team completed a record-breaking season as they took home their second consecutive conference title and a national college division title, which had never been done before in program history.
This year they had an exceptional season. The team took conference championship for the second year in a row, as well as taking first in the overall college division at nationals. This was record-breaking because we have never won conference 2 years in a row, and we returned to the national stage for the first time in years and put out an awesome performance. The wins the team were able to accomplish this year is just a direct reflection on their chemistry as a team and their ability to uphold our values we have of compassion, consistency, and excellence. They're great teammates and lift each other up and work hard, and it shows.
Congratulations to the University of Dubuque cheer team.
Congratulations, guys. Congratulations.
Here to present our individual record-breaking performance award, head women's soccer coach Jason Berna and assistant director of recreation and wellness, Jose Reynoso.
Coach Berna, women's soccer.
Jose Reynoso, assistant director, recreation.
We got the honor tonight to give out that performance that just you had today, right? And we were thinking about it, and we wanted to set a record today too. So we are going to be the first ever Sparties presenting Sparties. Hang tight. I don't think we thought through reading through these things.
We sure did not.
But these three individuals had a heck of a performance. First one, Andrew Hutchinson.
Second, Haley Peterson, women's track and field.
Last but not least, John Dobby, men's golf.
Good thing I remember the winner. John Dobby, men's golf.
John Dobby shot a 64 in round 2 of the 2025 Edgewood College Invite at Glen Erin Golf Course. Dobby's 7-under par performance set a new single-day school record, which helped him also set a new 2-day tournament record of 10 under par. Dobby also tied the course record at Glen Erin with his 7-under par performance and recorded the 4th lowest round in Division III.
The amount of work that takes in the summertime, in the off season, to get to that point. He's put tremendous work into his game in the off season, and that's kind of what it got to. It was the first tournament of the year, so you're coming right into school, first tournament. Like I said, you got to hit the ground running, and he just did a great job in the off season of completely transforming himself into just a great player.
Congratulations, John. Next to present our Staff Member of the Year Award, Vice President of Student Engagement and Intercollegiate Athletics, Nelson Edmonds, and Head Women's Wrestling Coach, Dennis Hall.
We were going to wrestle a little bit, and Coach was going to hip toss me, but I wanted to be able to actually live through this evening, so we'll forego that. In the 8 years that I've been here, that is the best that Jose and Coach Berna have looked, and so they both have faces for radio, and so we appreciate them putting those helmets on as well. It's an honor to honor our Staff Member of the Year Award. Each year we give out a Staff Member of the Year Award to an individual who has contributed to the betterment of the athletic department, student athletes, and the overall athletics experience here at the University of Dubuque.
Just want to say a big shout out to all the staff members, and thank you for all that you do for the athletes here at UD. So our nominees for Staff Member of the Year are Jose Reynoso, Recreation, Carla Weber, Administration, Phil Shader, Administration, and Taylor Bell, Assistant Softball Coach. This year, the Staff Member of the Year Award goes to Phil Shader. By the way, he helped me get my budget in for this.
Phil has
year, so
probably
I
a
didn't get
top
yelled at by
1% work
Nelson.
ethic. If something needs to be done, he's going to get it done, and he's going to get it done immediately. He also kind of operates by campground rules. He's always going to leave things better than they were when he found them. That includes not only the facilities, the events, the duties that he has for his job, but also the people that he interacts with. He's a great teammate. He's someone that inspires you, that motivates you, and you know that he always has your back. And that transfers over to our student athletes, that he's able to engage with them and make sure that they have positive experiences and things that are going to allow them to have success here at our campus. He is our mission.
You do so much for the athletic department. Everyone appreciates all you do. They're everywhere, always for the athletes and the athletic staff. I enjoy working with you so much. Congrats.
I've actually had the unique opportunity of coaching against Phil. I've coached Phil, worked with Phil, and Phil's been on volunteer on our staff as well on the hockey side of things. His incredible work ethic, what he does is care for UD athletics, his tireless effort, and ultimately him bleeding UD. And being here in such a short time and what he brings to our department is just a massive on every front. And he cares about our student athletes, and that's a big deal.
Congratulations and thank you, Phil. Now, Spartans, help me welcome to the stage UD SAC representatives Nick Hubbard from men's soccer and Drew Hoffer from women's golf.
Hey there again. Nick Hubbard, President of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee.
I'm Drew Hoffer, and this past year I was in charge of social media, and next year I will serve as the president.
And I just want to welcome all of the current and future board members to the stage and introduce the new board for the upcoming school year. So the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, or better known as SAC, is made up of student athletes assembled to provide insight on the student athlete experience. SAC also offers as input for rules, regulations, and policies that affect student athletes' lives here on campus. We work to enhance the student athlete experience here at UD. SAC also serves as an advocate for student athletes within the Division III, NCAA Division III, the American Rivers Conference, and then again here at UD. We allow any student athlete to join our organization to serve as a voice for student athletes and help build leadership skills throughout their respective teams. This past year, we hosted several events to be able to build better community for our student athletes. Some of those being a pickleball tournament, trivia night, and one of our favorites, trunk or treat. In January this year, I was able to attend the NCAA convention in Washington, D.C. During this time, I was able to collaborate with student athletes and administrators across all NCAA divisions, and hopefully I brought back a lot of ideas to enhance how our student athletes are affected here on campus.
Our plans for next school year focus on creating more opportunities for student athletes to connect and engage with one another. We aim to host a variety of events, including pickleball tournaments, outdoor games, and watch parties for our fellow athletes. We are committed to strengthening support for student athletes on campus by developing new ways to encourage athletes to show up for one another. We also hope to increase involvement across campus by welcoming more student athletes to get involved, share ideas, and connect to our initiatives. Finally, we plan to collaborate more closely with other schools in our conference, their SAC organizations, to further enhance the overall student experience.
We'd like to give a huge thanks to Hannah and Phil for helping us out throughout this year. They've been an amazing help for us and trying to execute all the goals we have, and I think they'll continue to do a great job next year. And also, I just want to thank all my fellow board members here. Me and Taylor are graduating and handing the reins off to our new board, and I'm looking forward to kind of hearing about and seeing what our new SAC board will bring to this campus and for our student athletes. So thank you.
Thank you, Nick and Drew. Here to present the award for Women's Team of the Year, head golf coach Dustin Bierman and head men's basketball coach Robbie Sieverding.
All right, this is Women's Team of the Year. My name is Dustin Bierman. I'm the head men's and women's golf coach.
My name's Rob Sieverding, head men's basketball coach.
The women's sports on this campus has had a hell of a year, so give them a round of applause.
First up is the cheer team.
Second up, softball team.
Volleyball team with another great season.
The women's soccer team.
And the women's wrestling team.
And I didn't nominate the women's golf team, so I apologize. You guys won the league, but I forgot to nominate you, so I'll do some more practice tomorrow.
He's just getting bored with winning, ladies. You've done it a bunch.
All right, let's get to it. The winner. The women's volleyball team.
The University of Dubuque women's volleyball team won the American Rivers Conference regular season title with an undefeated 8-0 conference record. They received an at-large bid to the NCAA Division III women's volleyball tournament, where they made it to the round of 32 for the second straight year, defeating Cornell College 3-2 in the first round. The Spartans had all 6 all-conference performers, including the league's MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and Coaching Staff of the Year. The Spartans also received national honors with the Region 9 Player of the Year, as well as the Region 9 Coach of the Year, and had the program's first ever first-team All-American by the American Volleyball Coaches Association.
The work that they put in the off season really influences the growth that we have throughout the season. They come in really ready and prepared and just have that end goal in mind, so they're really bought in and work really hard together throughout the whole year. I would say just our opening round at the NCAA tournament, we went 5 sets with a team that we're pretty familiar with, but they really stepped up when it mattered to keep the season alive, and yeah, that was a huge win for us. I think they're really consistent with how they show up for each other, regardless of what happens the night before or what we have upcoming in the next week. They just approach each other with love and care and like also high standards. So I think it just does a good job balancing everything out.
Congratulations to the women's volleyball team. Here to present the award for Men's Team of the Year, head baseball coach Dan Spain and graduate assistant baseball coach J.D. Schaefer.
So when I was assigned to do the Men's Team of the Year award, I had to find the manliest man I could find. Coach Redmond was not available, so I asked Emma permission if JD could come out and play. So JD Schaefer.
Thank you, Emma. My name's JD Schaefer. Yeah.
All right, finish it up, man. You got it.
The nominees for Male Team of the Year is men's lacrosse. And men's golf. Men's Team of the Year is men's golf.
Yeah. The University of Dubuque men's golf team won the 2025 ARC men's golf title for the first time in 11 years. The Spartans won 3 golf tournaments and qualified for the NCAA Division III Men's Golf Championships in New York, where they finished 19th in Division III.
Well, first off, guys, congratulations. We've talked about this a long time. You know, it's been a long time since we've got a men's golf title, and you guys have done that. And it wasn't easy. We worked extremely hard to get to this point. The year before, Luther kind of whooped us a little bit. So we had to do some soul searching, and these guys have done an unbelievable job of bringing it every single day during the season, in the off season. And it's just such a tight group. That's probably the thing that makes me more proud than anything. Congrats, guys. Probably, I would just say what stood out to us was, we ended up winning by 20 strokes. That's a big gap, which means they really put the afterburners on a lot of teams and just kind of separated themselves. I think that's probably the lasting image. A lot of these golf tournaments, especially at conference, are close. We kind of put that to bed. When you win by 20, you leave no doubt, and that's kind of what we talked about is making sure when we got done, everybody understand who the best team in the league is, and they did that to a T. Yeah, I think that's a great question. I think the biggest thing is complacency. That's what we're trying to avoid. You've got to continue to be hungry. We talk a lot about next. What's next? You won the conference, great. What's next? What is the next thing? I think if you can kind of understand what we're trying to say by next, you're always trying to get to the next spot. And I think for a team, they've done that very good job of continuing to push the bar. And that's kind of what we talk every day about. And this team is, they've got some special qualities, that's for sure. And I'm really excited to continue to work with them and see how far we can get this pushed.
Congratulations to the men's golf team. Our final awards for the evening are for the female and male student athletes of the year. Here to present these awards, Vice President of Student Engagement and Intercollegiate Athletics, Nelson Edmonds.
How about a round of applause for Scott Sorensen and the great job that he's done this evening emceeing this event. For those of you that don't know, Scott's very shy. He doesn't like to talk that much, but he took one on the chin and agreed to MC here for this evening. Before I start with these awards, I just want to first say thank you to all of you for making this a great year. It's hard to believe that we're in week 15 of our spring semester and that we'll all be heading home here for summer break in a short period of time. When I would coach, and there were days that we didn't have a lot of juice or a lot of energy, we would try to remind our players rather, that we get to practice today. We are blessed to be here, and we are blessed to have that opportunity. And every morning as I kind of walk out of Upper Findlay to my office, one, I'm thankful that I'm finally getting away from my wife, right? But the second part is I get to work here today. And this is a great opportunity. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I love my wife dearly. I just got to make sure you're awake. First, I want to say thank you to the student athletes. You have all done a great job in the classroom. You've done a great job on the playing surfaces, and you've done a great job contributing to the UD community and our surrounding communities. You are our mission. You live and model our mission on a daily basis, and we feel great about what you're going to do when you go out into your communities after graduation and the impact that you'll make as a Spartan in your respective communities. We thank you for all that you do to contribute to your own success in all those respective areas. And so I'd ask all the student athletes to stand up. All stand up. You get to stand up, right? Be blessed, be thankful. And let's all give each other a round of applause of all the great things you've accomplished this year. Thank you for who you are and all that you do. I'd also like to ask that all of our staff members, our coaches, please stand as well. One of my greatest get-to moments is that I get to work with these people every day and get inspired and motivated by them. And so thank you for all that you do for our students and for our community, and we are blessed to have you. Thank you very much. First, here are your nominees for the Female Student Athlete of the Year. Alex Hoffrichter, Women's Wrestling. Alyssa Tranchita, Women's Soccer. Delaney Winkle, volleyball. Newly married, Jaden Hardison, women's track and field. And Caitlin Powell, softball. This may be one of the toughest selections we've had in the 4 years in the Sparties in determining a winner for this event. The Female Student Athlete of the Year is Jaden Hardison, women's track and field.
Jaden Hardison was the 2026 NCAA Indoor National Runner-Up in the high jump with a jump of 1.73 meters. In the indoor high jump, Hardison was a USTF CCCA First Team All-American honoree, a USTF CCCA All-Region, and was the conference champion. In the 2025 outdoor season, Hardison finished with an All-American third-place finish in the high jump with a jump of 1.68 meters and was the conference runner-up. She was also named Conference Athlete of the Week twice during her indoor season.
I think she, over the course of her career has dealt with a lot of different nagging injuries and things that kind of limit how much work she can get done. But that's just kind of something that happens in this sport when you want to compete at such a high level like she does. just her work ethic and how eager she is to get out there and compete with all the girls around her. And I think the biggest thing that has kind of transitioned her into a lot more success at these big meets is really just how competitive she is. She shows up at these meets and she wants to win, and nobody's going to stop her. So that's a huge skill to have, especially when the pressure's on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Female Student Athlete of the Year, Jaden Hardison.
Now on to the Male Student Athlete of the Year. Your nominees are Adam Marshall, cheer. Grady Thompson, men's basketball. Nikita Borodienko, men's hockey. Otis Patterson, men's track and field. And Samuel Todd, men's lacrosse. The University of Dubuque Male Student Athlete of the Year is Otis Patterson, men's track and field.
In his final season, Patterson was a 2-time All-American, 5-time conference champion, and 8-time All-Conference performer, earning ARC Male Track Athlete of the Year honors at both the indoor and outdoor championships. He was named the recipient of the ARC Dwayne Schroeder Male Student Athlete of the Year for the 24-25 school year, and was just the 4th male student athlete to win the award in school history, the first since 2020-2021. He had a 4.0 GPA, earning his undergraduate degree in communications, and a 3.92 GPA as a master's student in management and sport management program. He is a 3-time college sports communicators academic All-American honoree and a 4-time American Rivers All-Academic honoree. He is a UD Went Character Scholar Athlete of the Year and has earned the Spartan Academic Achievement Award.
I mean, academically, everything just stands for itself. I mean, he's got his undergrad degree, got his master's degree, and he was an excellent student. In the sport itself, he's been a student of sport in every aspect. You know, whether it's training, whether it's recovery, whether it's, you know, knowing the competition. Like, he's a guy, he loves to ask questions, what we're doing, why we're doing it, you know, wondering if, you know, should we change something up? And, you know, some coaches don't like that, but I love it because, you know, bouncing off ideas and hearing what the athletes wants to hear, that's what makes the difference. He just doesn't want to go along for the ride. Like, he wants to be a part of it and work together on this. But one thing about our sport is it's extremely simple, but it's also complex at the same time. Our performances are measured in hundredths of a second and centimeters. So the smallest things can make the biggest difference. And so I think that's why he excelled to the highest level, because he made sure no stone was unturned and he made sure he got every 10th of a second and every centimeter he could. First of all, I mean, he was named Track Athlete of the Year by the conference, both indoor and the outdoor seasons. So, I mean, that itself speaks for itself. On the indoor championship, he won 3 titles. He scored in 2 other events and just himself outscored 3 entire teams. It was an epic day. I mean, he was in the middle of high jump where he took second, jumped onto the track, won the 400, and the official is actually pulling him off the track because he's got to go back and compete and do the high jump again. So that day, the whole team just saw like him just going from event to event. I think he showed our athletes, like, just go out and compete hard every time. And yeah, those performances people will talk about for quite a while.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Male Student Athlete of the Year, Otis Patterson. Before we finish the show, please stand up and recognize each other if you are a Joseph and Linda Clapity Summer Fellowship Program participant, if you are an NCAA Division III All-American, if you are an NCAA Division III Scholar All-American, if you are an All-Region player, if you are an All-Conference player, if you are an ARC Coach of the Year, if you are an ARC Athlete of the Week, a Went Scholar, a Went Character of the Sport winner, a Spartan Academic Achievement Award winner, please stand up if you are a UD Spartan. Before we get to the presentation of the senior slideshow, I've been asked to inform you that there is plenty of food left in the lobby, and it is expected to be gone by the time we are done. Thank you for attending tonight's 2026 Sparty Awards. Have a good evening.